Hello.
Hey, how are ya?
We're back. Back where?
At our house.
In Winston-Salem. It's been 4 full weeks that we have been out on the road and going to different churches, and it is so nice to be here for a little bit.
So just like we told our kids before this trip began, I hope you guys are ready to buckle up because we're going to update you on what God has been doing in our lives, where we've been, and where we're heading in the next couple weeks.
I hope you enjoy some of the pictures that you're going to see behind us. This is just a few snapshots of the highlights from our past trip of the last 3 weeks.
And some of those places include Geneseo, New York, Delevan Baptist Church in New York, this place called Niagara Falls, Elton Baptist Church, and finally, just a few pictures of us on the road and with family.
We also have a couple pictures from our time at the Baptist Missions Family Conference. Not only were we able to see a couple of our coworkers, but we were also able to meet some missionaries that are in Spanish-speaking countries that use EBI material. Not only were we able to see some of our coworkers, but we were able to meet other missionaries who are working in Spanish-speaking countries that use EBI material. We were so excited to get to know them, hear their stories, and see their excitement for how EBI is growing and the impact that EBI materials are going to have on their ministry.
We were really excited to welcome Brian and Eva Seymour, some of our really good friends from Grace here in Winston-Salem, into the Baptist Mid-Missions family officially as they start their journey with CBF. Brian and Eva have been part of our community group at Grace now for the last 3 years, and it's just been really exciting to watch God work in our small community group, both not just in missions, but also in just community service and church service. We now have a deacon and a missions team member there at Grace in our community group. So what God is doing in our little group at Grace has been really, really phenomenal to watch.
Have you got bored of us yet? Hopefully not. Can you please hit the share, like, comment down below? That would be awesome. A question we often get asked is, where are you support-wise?
It's a fair question.
It is. We are at 12%, but with an asterisk. We have 4 churches that have pledged to take us on, but they have to go through their processes. So we're just waiting on them and the Lord for us to figure out where that's going to lead us. Once we hear from those churches, we are hoping that it'll get us to about 30%, but that is going to be up to the Lord and the churches that we hear back.
That's right. And one of the other crazy things that we're having conversations about and conversations with other people is Christian business owners. Something that I didn't necessarily think of when we first started this journey. We usually just think of individual supporters and church or organizational supporters. But we're kind of finding conversation in this middle ground where there are individuals that would like to take us on for support, or at least get to know a little bit more about EBI. And then as a Christian business owner, anything that you give to a 501c3 charitable organization is tax deductible at the end of the year. So technically it's an individual giving to us, but it also has benefits on their end for their giving. And so we're incredibly excited about the opportunity that this could lead to as well.
God has really been working in our heart to not only rely on Him more, because we know that He knows when our funds are coming in. But sometimes it's hard because we want to be the ones and go get it and to be the ones that are, going after everything. But God knows. And so we have been learning that a lot over the last few weeks, especially when it can be kind of hard to know that you're further along, but not see the progress in that. But God knows. And God knows our hearts, and God knows when we will be able to get to EBI, and we're praying that it's soon.
On top of just learning to live on faith and by faith as God provides, which He has and He always will, the other thing that we're really learning as we go to church to church to church is that pastors and people in these churches really don't even know that EBI exists. So not only are we presenting ourselves as missionaries to the congregation and to these churches, but we're also being representative of EBI. So if you don't know that EBI exists, or you didn't know until you started watching this video, and you know Mandy or I from some past connection, let's pick up the phone. See the Calendly link in the description or the email below, and schedule a time to where you can just learn more information about EBI and what it's doing for the Spanish-speaking church across the globe. And then if God lays on your heart that you want to support us later on, or God lays on your heart that this is a ministry you would love to be a part of, we would love to further that conversation. But our goal right now is just to bring awareness to what God is doing all across the Spanish-speaking world through EBI and its resources. So, you like the photos on the TV? Well, you should follow us on Facebook, and YouTube, and Instagram. We're on all of them. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye.
So you're probably wondering, what's next? I'm glad you asked. So we have a few upcoming meetings in August, but really, August is kind of slow for us. And I think God did that so that we had time to refresh, regroup, and make more phone calls. Because to be honest, the last couple of weeks, we didn't get very many, partly because where we were staying had 0 cell service and no internet. So we are glad to be back in the land of the living, and we will be making lots of phone calls the next couple of weeks.
So the first thing we have in August is a meeting, and it's at Gospel Baptist Church in Greensboro, North Carolina. So we're staying close to home for that. It's going to be a Wednesday night service, and it's going to be a fantastic time of letting people know what God is doing in our lives and what God is doing at EBI. On top of that, we have some really good friends getting married in the middle of August. So we're going to go up, but before their wedding, we're going to spend about a week in Northeast Pennsylvania, just connecting with pastors. So our time in Northeast Pennsylvania will be a great time of personal refreshment, excellent connections, and just another time of building relationships, which is really all this pre-field ministry is about.
It's also going to consist of lots of food, some good hugs, and bunches of laughs.
Can you say Polish Night at Community Group again? Yeah.
We just want to thank you so much for all of your prayers. We truly felt them as we were on the road this last 4 weeks. Praise the Lord, none of us got sick. We all ended up having a really great time as a family. I feel like we were able to deepen our relationships with each other, and we're also able to connect with so many church members at the 3 churches that we were at. And honestly, it was also a great time with our Baptist and Missions family, and we were able to see people that we hadn't seen in a long time, and we got to meet people and encourage one another in the Lord.
Thank you so much for watching. Be looking for the newsletter that comes with this video as well. If you're interested in anything that we're doing, or you want to know more information, again, the link is down below in the description or in the email. Either one works. Let's catch up, give us a phone call, send us an email. We'd love to hear how God is working in your life as well. Thank you again for your continued support, whether that's prayer or financial. Have a great day.
Love you guys. Hello. Thought you were going to say.
I did that just for the bloopers. Okay. All right, start again.